Welcome back, folks. I'm MTG Joe. Today we have a fun one. We've been playing a couple of competitive decks in ranked, and then I saw this list, and it was from the recent Mythic Championship. It is a Grixis Amass deck, so playing with the mechanic for more of the Spark. It went 0-3 drop, but it is a cool deck. It is zombies. It is Amass. We'll see if it does anything. I made a couple tweaks to it. The sideboard on export only had 5 cards, and just kind of want to shift things around. But basically what we're trying to do is take advantage of the Amass mechanic, which you get to create a zombie army token and put 1/1 counters on it equal to the amount of Amass that it has. So in the instance of Widespread Brutality, you amass 2, so it becomes a 2/2 zombie, and then it deals damage. So with a dedicated Amass theme, this could be a one-sided board wipe. You have Dreadhorde Invasion as a way to get continual Amass triggers going. Gleaming Overseer gives them Hexproof and Menace. And then Enter the God Eternals is a way to get Amass 4, gain you some life, kill, kind of mill your opponent. The one thing I did main was cut a Noxious Grasp, go up a Murderous Rider, just a hedge in case you're playing non-green matchups. And then they had 2 Rals. I'm playing Grixis, so I'm playing Nicol Bolas. We are going to play Big Daddy Bolas whenever we have a chance. And I opted to go with the Black Castle instead of the Blue Castle. This is a grindy deck, so you want to play kind of the long game with them. Sideboard-wise, kind of tweaked it to my own discretion. 4 Duress, an Aether Gust, 2 Negates, Legion's End vs. Aggro, Noxious Grasp number 4, 2 Spyglasses, First Planeswalker heavy decks, 2 Cries vs. Aggro, and a couple Thieves, an old throwback to kind of mill out your opponents that way. So we'll run it through. I'm going to play some unranked first to see how it goes. We're closing in on Mythic, so don't particularly want to punt all my kind of ranking up right now. I'll come back with like some competitive decks in the next day or so. So we'll play this out. So we're indirectly continuing our Let's Play No Oko decks. So it is something excited about. After the announcement, I know some people have been asking about budget decks, budget build series. I've been personally holding off till after the bans, partially because there's nothing really that exciting with Oko around, like to build kind of unique. I want to see what the meta shape's like, and I also got burnt the last time. I put a lot of effort into the Golos field deck, the whole series to have it banned. So because we're only a couple days away, and usually these series takes me 3+ days to usually put together videos, and then another day or 2 of write-up, usually about a week's worth of work to get everything going. Kind of just go play it safe like that for now. Someone suggested the Golgari Adventures deck, which I'm all for. So we kept this hand here because we have the Dreadhorde and then the Gleaming Overseer, so we can start getting big. Zombies. So shocking ourselves a lot hurts. I think right now we're just going to power up our zombie, go in, and then just have Murderous Rider and Dispute up. We take 2 damage off each one that comes in now. Yeah, taking quite a bit of damage here. So we can go second invasion, gets it up to 5. I'm just going to pass the turn here. I'm just going to Mystical Dispute whatever they play this turn. That in conjunction with 2 Knights is pretty gross. So this is definitely a matchup post-board that Carnarium comes in. Not hitting our land hurts. This is whenever you cast the Knight, so we take 2 there. Just pass the turn. Basically just need to hold. Just do this. We take 3 damage this way. Once this gets up to 6, we could gain. We're off as well from like Widespread Brutality. Okay, Bedevil isn't bad. It's another removal spell that we can use. Because they might attack with all. If they do, we block. We still take 3 damage. So we have to play Murderous Rider here. I think we're dead. Yeah, we're dead this game. Stumbling on mana didn't really help. But this is definitely a Cry matchup. The Aether Grasp and the Legion's End comes in. I actually don't mind Thief just to steal their stuff. Disputes could come out. Liliana's Triumph isn't as good in this matchup. Negate's not as good. And probably... I think we're going to shave 1 Invasion. We need to play more of a control game this matchup. It's what we wanted, like turn 2 into turn 3, but I just never really saw the land. The opponent really only saw 3 cards from us. And we were kind of stuck either way. We could have held Bedevil up, but them having the Knight, they were just going to kill us one way or another. So similar to the Black-White Knights deck we played the other day. Waiting on opponent. Come on, opponent. Come on. Ooh, playing my first Pioneer event tomorrow. Paper event, so should be fun. See how it goes. Gonna be playing my 4-color Fires deck. I also have mono black, so see which one kind of plays. Ooh. Do we keep this? We're on the play. We have Brutality to clean up, probably. Keep. So Pioneer is basically same as Standard, but it just extends the sets. So it's 60 card, but 4 of each. You get to play up to cards from Return to Ravnica block. Other than that, it's pretty much the same. Lead on this. So the deck I'm playing is just an iteration of the Jeskai Fires deck, Super Friends. But I'm playing like big Nicol Bolas, 7-mana Nicol Bolas. A lot of it's the same. Like I got the Phase. Okay, we have another Brutality. Overall, they're not putting too much pressure on us. I'm just going to do this. If they're not going to commit more to the board. Because they might have Murderous Rider. So the thing is, they could Rider in response. So here we just got Eternals. Basically gains us our life back. Yeah, so they had the Rider. So they might just cast Rider again. Just get a God Eternals going. This makes it so we have a bigger version. Would we hit just a bunch of lands for them? Then we can also Bedevil and Brutality. See if they commit any more to the board. The opponent did have a lot slower. Okay, they go Order of Midnight. So when it enters the battlefield, you may sack another creature. So we could respond and kill. So like this they can't target. And then this is when it enters the battlefield. So on the cast trigger we can kill the Midnight Reaper. And then go from there. It's fine if they have a land. That's fine. They hit us for 3. I'm just going to Brutality this turn. That gets it up to 7 power as well. They draw 2, so it's 9 damage the turn that it comes down. And then we can just Brutality again, kill the Cavalier. That also makes sure that they don't gain the life. Opponent's playing very slow. Come on, buddy. Yeah, most likely. Their pace was pretty quick throughout the game. Likely just got disconnected. I did once in the last week or so, but I don't know if it's overall it seems a little bit more stable, the client. But I do try to make a point to just reset every so often. Oh, this is gonna be nice. They're gonna attack in. So they take 3 plus the 7. They're dead. So they take the damage from that dying, 7 to the face. Go little zombie. Slow start from the opponent. So they brought in some Duresses. I think we keep everything else the same. So probably just run it like that. They brought Duress, so having a higher creature density is fine. We have effectively 6 board wipes in the main that deals with pretty much their board. The one thing, like, we make a 1 really big creature, and this is a deck that goes wide, so it's an interesting kind of dynamic of if we can go taller, the faster than they can go wider. I miss my beard. This mustache is fun for November, but my face is cold. It's been snowing a lot here. Come on, buddy. We keep. I haven't played with Thief of Sanity in a while. We got the ground pretty blocked up. So we got Invasion. So we can grasp. If it really does, but I like the card. I don't bring it in. Like, I won't bring it in against Oko. So we did this main phase just because this is a cast trigger. I just want to steal their stuff. They could have Murderous Rider here, and then we cry. What do you do? Death Touch, equal to number of creatures you control. Whenever it attacks another target knight you control gains indestructible. Alright. Let's see what we get. I'll take a Corpse Knight. Corpse Knight basically reads... You will block one of these this turn. I'm going to use this. Ah, they got the Rider. They might just attack with Windermere. Interesting. They don't attack. Just get a swamp. So we have Bolas mana. This turn, I still think we just get rid of a Knight of Eben Legion. It scales better. Got rid of the Duress, which is nice. And this also puts us up to 4, so Dreadhorde only needs 2 turns. Do need some action. Drawn quite a few lines. Second Rider. So we can double spell here. Get 2 pings off this. Just play out our lands. Okay, so they got Rider. They can attack and kind of force the issue. To give this... no blocks yet. We're at 23 life. We're at a good total. Or, you know, we could stop drawing lands. So I'm probably just going to block, throw the Corpse Knight in front of something. This can eventually grow bigger to just block better. Okay, so we got Bolas. So I can kill the Windermere. I think we just draw a card. They'll exile a land. This can also force them into a bad kind of attack. Okay, so they play the land. We know they have that. So you gain indestructible. So I'm just going to do this to get the Windermere Knight smaller. Bolas is dead pretty much either way. But of note, we draw Chemister's Insight, which is nice. This goes up to 4. Okay, enter the God Eternals. So they could pump this up to 6 power. So we probably just get rid of... this because of the Death Touch. Mill them another bit. And then we can attack them for 8. This gains lifelink, puts us up to 27. Even if they pump into the night, it's fine. I'm holding the land because I can pitch Insight later. I want something to throw away at them. They're inclined to hold this back. So let's see if we can find a removal spell. Don't. So yeah, technically removal spell, but not for the colors. I'm just gonna pass the turn. We can Insight, get rid of the Bloodfell Caves. They draw a card here, but they take 2 damage. Make a Rider here. That's fine. I'm really just looking for Widespread Brutality or Carnarium. Doesn't really do much on this board. I need Brutality. So we have an Insight to draw 2 cards, and then we can Surveil. Wintermere Knight. The Death Touch. That's fine, because we have Grasp for this. So still going to dig right now. Also of note, that doesn't have the chance to pump this turn. Okay, got it. So we win now. Here's my zombie. Take 12. This deck's actually pretty sweet. See if we can run into some meta decks. Because the thing is, Oko just makes it bigger if it's an elk. Gonna give it a quick reset on Arena. Welcome all those tuning in. We are playing a Grixis Amass deck, so we are playing a combination of Grixis spells that give us zombie armies. We just took down 2-1 a black-white knights list. So the deck itself, if you want to take a look. So this was from the recent Mythic Championship with a couple tweaks. Went down a Noxious Grasp, went up another Murderous Rider, cut the Rals to play Bolas because we're in Grixis. So you're looking to play cards like Dreadhorde Invasion, Widespread Brutality, and Enter the God Eternals to amass up. So let's play another ranked one. See how it goes. I got to attack with Spectre there, steal a card. I did what I wanted to do. Also want to see how big of a zombie we can get. We got to 12-12 that game. His hand's doing a whole lot of nothing. Ew. We are furthest away from Liliana. Technically, I have 2 black sources for Bolas. But this can keep us alive for a while, just if we could chump block. Noxious Grasp can deal with like an Oko. So this is a game where Noxious Grasp has text, which is good for us. The joke was always Island was the most powerful spell, but now you see a Forest in Standard and you shiver. So the nice thing is with these decks, they typically can't deal with enchantments, main board at least. Would like to see some lands. Blue source would be the best. Okay. So this is probably more the ramp version to see the Leafkins. Ooh, elementals. I haven't played against this in a while. Teamer Elementals. So we're going to kill Risen Reef because the most important thing against Elementals is keep the Risen Reef off the table. I gotta play this deck again. I used to love it. They got the castle. So this can start wiping their board, especially against a go wide strategy. Got there. And if we draw basically any land, we can Bolas next turn. We also have this as another board wipe if they go wide. Make Grixis for 2. Sweet. So we were probably... Yeah, it's just amazing. Like to play cards that actually do things. So Grasp comes in. Probably they're kind of more ramp face. The Gust isn't bad. Dispute's not bad in this matchup. They're gonna go wide, so the Triumph is probably not as good. Just cut those. Actually, Negate seems really bad. Keep in... Do they have flyers? They have Hydrate Grixis, so we're not getting around to Grixis. Legion's End for the Grixis. Elementals tier 1. You still have a lot of the core. The thing is, like, it can gain a lot of mana. I always liked Mirror Image, or not Mirror Image, the red enchantment that you flip coins. I got like 7 Omnaths in a turn, and they all stack, and you deal like just stupid amounts. I'll play that one next on stream. I've actually been having the video will be up if you missed it. It'll be up tomorrow. The Gruul Adventure deck. You're basically playing like the Adventure package, then just Lovestruck Beast and Questing Beast with Embercleaves, and I threw in a Great Henge, and as long as you miss Oko, you have a good time. And all our opponents either just don't know what we're playing against today and are confused with sideboarding. Come on, opponent. Check, I gotta... After this stream, I'm just gonna go shuffle up the Pioneer deck and just like draw like hundreds of hands, seeing with mulligans. First time playing. I also found like a stack of just like random Pioneer stuff in my bulk bin over here. So it's just like Scrappy Scrounger. I got like a Spanish Copter. Just got like a whole bunch of random stuff. Got some foil clues. I have actually everything of the like a Death Mist. Okay, opponent did not want to play against Grixis. So we'll play a couple best of ones just that way if the opponent concedes. Grixis. I've been on kind of a Grixis kick. Where did Grixis amass? It's funny, we have yet to play Oko today. It feels like everyone's under the general kind of agreement, like behind the scenes pack, like, you don't play Oko, I don't play Oko, let's have some fun with Magic. Because the games get really boring. Like, usually after the stream, like when like after dinner, we'll just watch TV or Netflix or something. I usually played like an hour to 2 hours a night, just kind of while we were chilling, try to rank up. There's like no motivation this go around. Opponent goes first. This is a very awkward, but I got what I came for. Playing this out now. Opt, so this could be flash. Yeah, it's like across the board, like streamers are actively trying to avoid it. Adventures is cool though, like even the Golgari one, like you can do Lucky Clover Knights, you can do the bigger one with like 6 drops. If we could sneak this down against flash, it'd be good. Is this just double draw? Okay, it's double draw. So this Grasp's useless. I'm going to hold up 2 spells here, just depending on what they play, because I can dispute depending, and I can also negate. Right now we just look Dimir to them anyways. The red's not really helping in this case. Kind of incentivized. Do not want 2 of those going. That would have been 6 damage. Yeah. They're just disregarding us and going face. Okay, so we also can't cast Bolas off this mana. Ay, ay, ay. How do we draw our 2 basic islands? The deck's just like full of duels. And the funny thing too is I switched this black castle for blue castle, so if you kind of figure that way, we would have had 3 blue sources. Just fling YOLO. That puts it up to 5, so it makes it a little quicker for us to try to gain some life. So you negate this, they lose the card draw. Like they discard and they lose that too, but now we can just get hit by... Okay, second Iron Crag. And Alliance. Played a budget version of this Quantum. It's on the channel. Okay, got Bedevil. It's a little risky, so we need to dodge a land or a draw spell. Because land, they just loot with this and they 6 us. Otherwise, they 5 us. For the budget version to non-budget, just add some Royal Scions in there and then you're laughing. Vandal felt pretty lackluster, to be honest. Just do this. They attack us for 2. That's actually funny, you need rares. I am like completely cleared out of mythics. So just killing them that way. I have 22 rares and 0 mythics. It might be because if you have, like, I got all the dual lands pretty early on. I always prioritize lands. So then all my mythics, like this set, just at least on the channel. The problem is, like, it's annoying because, so you got Brazen Borer, 4 of Mythic, Questing Beast, 4 of Mythic, Robber of Riches, 4 of Mythic, Oko 4 mythics. Royal Scion 4 mythics. Like every mythic in the set's like a 4 of. I got like 2 or 3 Garriks. Keep this hand. Lead like this. Keeps up both Triumph and Grasp. See the gates. I think we're fine. Shocking gives us the most options. Here just have that in tapped. We have 2 Grasps and a Triumph depending what they play. Sometimes the gate's just like a 1 of for color fixing because Gruul doesn't have temples. Ooh, this is maybe the Phoenix list. So there's a green-red Phoenix list that use the adventure creatures. We do have a Triumph at least. A Riot. That's weird. Not quite sure what the opponent's on. Liliana. I want to cast Bolas. I want to cast Bolas. Just like the non-zombie Grixis control game, this one. Just keep them off stuff. So, need a black source. Opponent's just got like a pile. Okay, we do need an answer for this. That's an answer for this. So it might just be like a pump style effect deck. I don't know why Clamor Shaman's in here, but like Burning Prophet does pumps, Kinko does Kinko. Krenko. Oh, more Bolas. So just going to play this out to hedge against the life loss. I picked up some of these in paper, the alt art. They were like $2 more. So this is Gruul Tradebinder. Hi, jeez. So this, if Red Source deals that +2, so this deals 5 damage to us this turn. I think we just need to keep our life total as high as possible. Got the answers in hand, just haven't been drawing. They hit us for 5 here. Jeez. Oh, we're dead to another. So So they have like a pump spell or a removal spell for this. We're pretty much dead because this hits us for 5. So if they like Domri's Ambush, we're dead. We got the Bolas for next turn. This can't block, and we're dead. Never talk shit about Gruul Tradebinder. Opponent's flexing on us. We'll run it for... Alright, so I'm going to wrap that one up. I'm going to play one game with the Gruul Adventures deck. Play a ranked game. I really like this deck, so just cut down... What did I cut down? Went down to 3 once upon a time, so just play Vivian for the trample effects with these ones. But basically, Adventure Package, Edgewall, Rimrock, Bone Crusher, Lovestruck, draw a bunch of cards, Ember Cleave Up, Smash. The control player is Gruul Smashing. Like, I genuinely laughed and had a good time playing Standard with this deck, which I haven't done in quite some time. So even if I lose, I'm having fun. So it counts for something, because the grind to Mythic this month has been excruciating. When Simic Flash is the deck of choice, I'm just here playing my Mystical Disputes, hoping for the best. None of my Fires decks are working. So if they have turn 1 Bird, we have Harpooner. I think we wait, see what they cast on 2. Fervent Champion. I do not like the Fervent Champions. The first strike's actually quite relevant. Rimrock can't block. So I'm actually just going to do this. Although it can't block, it's going to draw us a card. I'm trying to find another green source. Okay, we got Ember Cleave. They are a creature or land away from Ember Cleave. I'm just going to take this damage. The edge wall is worth more to us alive. They have Rimrock Knight. They got Rimrock. Jeez. That's annoying. This smells like Embercleave to me. So that's 8, 10, so I do need to block here, unfortunately. Yeah. 2 turns of missing mana. Questing Beast is too slow here. Because the problem here is this pumps this to 4, this kills this right away, and then they chip in with the rest of the damage. And they have Formation on top. That one was annoying. We probably had that game if we just were able to curve out. It's probably still right taking out the Fervent Champion. Those usually from like a blocking standpoint pose the most. I'll run one more. These games usually go quick. Sure, why not? You usually want hands with Edgewell. The best hands are usually like Edgewall, Stomp into Giant, or Lovestruck Beast, make a token, 2 Edgewalls, and then Lovestruck, draw 2 cards. It's gonna be Fires. Yeah, it's likely Fires. Okay, they go Fae of Wishes. So this suggests to me they don't have a Carnarium. Or not Deafening Clarion. Because usually you want the opponent to overextend. Now mind you, they could still play this, gain the life. Teferi. Yeah, they did have it. Okay, so if they don't have an answer, we Embercleave them next turn. Questing Beast with the land. Ah. Magic. Now they find Fires. Are you kidding me? This is frustrating. So I'm playing out the lands just in case I draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Questing Beast, we have 4 of them. So we could Embercleave. 1, 2. Okay, so that makes it so we can kill Teferi. So let's do this, kill Teferi. Try to force the Clarion, get them to 1-for-1s here. There's no point of holding it because the Narset prevents the card draw. If they opt to not kill it, we can try to Embercleave them next turn. Yeah, they just respect the 1-for-1. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give me all the lands. That's 9. That's enough for questing and Embercleave. So we could style on them. Three out of 45. Can't Embercleave them now. What does Faye get? Bolas probably. Plane-wide celebration. Ew. Why are you so bad? Just gain like 16 life. Seems a little loose. You could just make like tokens. So we do this. We want to be able to surprise Embercleave them if they pass the turn. I believe did they bin the Narset? They did. From the position they were in, they should have taken Bolas or Chandra, like, or even Liliana. I'm assuming they have one of the three. You just got to close the game out. This doesn't close the game out without the Nicol Bolas to combo out. I've played a lot of fires. Gain 12, get Fae back. Second fires. I kind of don't want to show the Embercleave right now because this suggests to me casualties of war. And I don't want them to blow up the Embercleave. They'll probably discard 2 to bounce it back to hand. So they get rid of that. I can hit him for 8, but let's not this turn. Just pass the turn. They do discard double Deafening Clarion. Okay, they go Tef. They're really dragging this out. So they get the Bolas. We have drawn every freaking land in our deck. One, two, three, four. So it's 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've drawn 11. I'm going to Embercleave this. Questing Beast would also be good. We can target the opponent. Drawn from Dreams. Holy. Okay, so that's 2, that's 6, 7, 14, so I can't quite kill them. That's interesting. Forgot about that. Play this out and just say go. I'm really just hesitant until we could just win the turn of to play the Embercleave. They usually only play one Bolas. They've already played their Planewide Celebration. Okay, they got Chandra. That sucks. This is silly. Questing Beast one damn time. Lovestruck Beast doesn't do anything. Just force him to use it this turn. Problem is I can't even do much with this Narset out. Like normally we'd hold this in case we draw a thing. Ah, there's the Sarkhan. Now we lose. They plus this, play the Sarkhan. They go Fae. Time Wipe. That's annoying. Show me another land. You also literally do nothing. I can straight up cast the Great Henge. This is a frustrating game. Frustrating. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands. I don't know why the opponent's not just closing out this game. Take Kaya's Wrath. Wow. They pop it. That feels loose. Holy shit. This is ridiculous. It's 11 lands. We've just like drawn nothing in terms of non-creature spells. We had the opponent down to 8, but just between miscellanea. They hit us for 4. 5. Okay, still have the opening with Questing Beast. Can hit them for a lot. They drawn. This opponent could have won the game turns ago. Jeez, you don't do anything. Alright, well, now we're dead. So that was every land in our deck. So that one was also a very, very rough game. The deck does draw a lot of cards, but 24 lands. We drew, I think, close to 15 of them. Didn't pay off that one. Anyways, I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks for tuning in. So this video will be up on YouTube tomorrow, or this one on Wednesday. There's the full Gruul Adventure deck that will be up tomorrow. We play a few matches in ranked, get to see the full suite. Some really cool interactions in that matchup. Anyways, thanks for watching and have a great night or day.